I had a difficult conversation. It was difficult because I completely understand where the person is coming from. And I wish I had answers. I wish that it was differently. But we don't choose how we feel. And I'm past the point of trying to make reasons for why things are the way they are. Because the truth is, I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I don't know why I feel the way I do. And the attempt of explaining doesn't achieve anything. It's difficult to see someone you love hurting because of you, and yet you can't do anything about it. You don't know if it'll change. You don't know why it's happening. Just gotta ride the wave of life. See what happens. There are lessons in everything. I haven't digested them all, but I think one of them would be expectation, and how expectation is the enemy. Because let's look at a scenario where you expect it to go wrong, or you expect it to go bad. If you're right, then it's shit. If you're wrong, then it's a pleasant surprise. Let's look at the opposite. You expect something to go well. If it does, then all it's done is hit the target. And if it doesn't, then it's worse than if you had no expectation. I think having expectation leaves or sets up the possibility of feeling worse than needed. It's suffering for suffering's sake. Like, how do expectations serve us? I don't think they do. It's potentially the natural way of being to have expectations of how a job interview is going to go, or how a dinner with friends, or anything that happens in life. I think when you naturally think about future events, you tend to create scenarios, whether they're good or bad. I've just found that not having any expectations, not having any sort of judgment, because that's all an expectation is a judgment of whether something's going to be good or bad, or whether you believe something is going to be good or bad. And what's the point in judging something before it's happened? So yeah, I'm doing my best to limit any expectations I have, to try and live in this moment, experience things as they happen, and leave the rest up to the Creator. Because the future is just a figment of our imagination. There is only ever the present moment. You can think about it in 5 years, but you'll never be 5 years ahead. You'll only be here and be now. Took me a while to figure out what that means. Took me even longer to try and live it. Yeah, I'm very flat. I feel very flat. I think I'm still processing pain, processing guilt and sadness. But it's all wrapped in love. Don't forget to love yourself. Because the most important relationship we have is with ourselves. But if we can't give ourselves grace, acceptance, patience, and kindness, then room for a tougher ride. The last 3 weeks, at least once a day, I say a vow to myself. I got it from Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. And it really helps serve as a reminder to how I want to foster and be in this relationship with self. It goes a little something like this. And the past me would have been absolutely cringing, and if you're unfamiliar with affirmations or talking to yourself in this way, then it can seem a little off-putting, but honestly, it's effective, at least for me. Anyway, I vow to love myself with every fibre of my being, to accept myself fully, to be my biggest support, to be present, patient and kind with myself. I vow to love myself deeply. I am light. I am love. And where I can, I try to look into my eyes, look into my soul, and really feel that. Feel that with every fibre. Feel it in my heart. And it does help. And I need a little bit of that now. So yeah, day something. I really struggle with remembering the numbers for some reason. Hope you had a good day. Thank you. Until next time. I love you.